Hi everybody, Griffin Cooper here at Ablewaytech. It is March 15th, 2026, and I wanted to do a quick market update on the S&P 500 using the ETF SPY. So here we have a long-term monthly chart. It's a bar chart, logarithmic, with the 3 and 12-month exponential moving averages and our standard MACD line in the lower pane. And a quick analysis of this, we see that for the last 3.5 years or so, price has been in this nice tight bull channel. And recently, at the end of last year, we did approach what looks like the top of that channel line, and we see price is now starting to curl, which we can't be surprised that it finds resistance there. One thing we notice is that the monthly charts are the least noisiest as we go up in higher time frames. So we see this kind of resistance and curling over of the 3-month moving average right now. In addition, on the MACD lines, we see the MACD line is coming close to its moving average. So we almost have what looks like could be a possible signal line crossover sell signal coming up soon. So two things to be aware of there in the long-term chart. Medium-term weekly bar chart now. So here's a weekly chart with the 4 and 12 week exponential moving averages and a MACD histogram on the bottom. We see all the way back in halfway almost through last year and last 6 months. After that, we saw this bearish divergence in the MACD histogram as price continued to crawl up to new highs, but was not confirmed with the momentum oscillator here. Recently, we had a completion of a bit of an ambiguous pattern, but this could be looked at as a wedge reversal, bearish wedge reversal pattern. That's what this is. Then the pattern target would be down at 600. Another way to look at this is with these blue support and resistance lines is just simply a rectangle pattern. Now that wouldn't complete until we break the bottom of this rectangle, but both patterns actually have the same target of about 1600. What we do know is that we had this moving average crossover in the last couple months, or a couple weeks rather, of the 4 and 12 week exponential moving averages here. And back in November, we had the zero line crossover sell signal in the MACD histogram. Okay, now let's drill down to a short-term daily chart here. I like the candlesticks on the daily chart to get an idea of the open versus close and kind of short-term sentiment there. So this is a daily candlestick chart along with MACD lines on the bottom. And we had, whether you want to call it a triple top reversal pattern or some kind of complex head and shoulder, or even a saucer, the point was we did have this reversal pattern that triggered in early this month. And it was kind of an interesting break of this important line where we had a couple bars, green bars at first, and then quite a few series of dojis when people were kind of waiting to see what happened. But then we had this gap down last Thursday, and then another large red bar on Friday as well. So the minimum target of this kind of pattern would be down at about 655, which corresponds to this other support level here at about 652. Now we do see the bearish divergence was confirmed on a short-term chart as well as we went into this reversal pattern, and then recently at the end of last month we did get a zero line and signal line crossover here in the MACD. That last rally last week and then reversal has been enough to form this tentative downtrend line that we'll be watching to see how this develops. So I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.